What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the BlkPrint. J5 in the building. Josh Peace.
Man, we back. You know what? I've been thinking about this. The cold intro with no music. I don't know, man. I think we need.
They don't even know that we do that.
We need to bring it back, though. I don't know. It just gets the energy right.
Okay,
we just jump right into it. It's like, yeah, I need some energy.
Here's the thing: the listeners don't even know that we don't. They
don't hear the music.
No, well, they hear the music. They don't know that we don't hear the music. Okay, so just as a background, also MC in the building. What's up, MC? So just as a background. We used to play whenever you guys would hear the music on the episode. That was what we were playing to play ourselves in. So a couple of weeks ago, I said, let's just cut the musical shit and just jump right into it.
Bad idea. And I thought that at the time, but I was like, let's just roll with it. But now I'm like, damn, we just gotta jump in this shit.
I'm glad that you let 2 or 3. It's been about 3 episodes since we started doing this. Yeah. So I'm glad you let it, kind of resonate for a minute before you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had to play it out. The first one, it wasn't too bad. I'm like, all right. Second time, I thought about it. Third time, I'm like, nah, we need some music. we need to hear the music.
What song you want to play this week?
Shit, I don't even know. See, that's the thing. Now I'm on the spot. I don't know
because it would be like, all right, let's try to figure out what the song will be before we get in there. I'll ask Josh, I'll ask Mark, we'll figure it out, and then we'll go. And I think that. It really works. So I'll bring it back.
All right. I mean,
bring it back.
We'll bring it back. I don't know what we're gonna play this week. I've been listening to a lot of Leon Thomas, this R&B artist.
Okay.
He signed to Ty Dolla $ign. Really dope. He's a producer too. He produced a bunch of shit. Snooze for SZA.
Yeah. That video is porn.
I never watched it. I don't watch videos anymore. If I don't see the clip on Elliot Wilson's Instagram, I don't see it.
That video is pornographic.
Yeah.
I'm not in a bad way. I'm cool with it. But I mean, other than Justin Bieber being in it,
isn't like a robot in it too?
Yeah, there's a robot. The robot really got the best part in the whole video.
Well, of course, no man can get that.
What do you mean? I mean,
I had to give it to AI.
She grinded on the robot. You know what I mean? It's cool. I've like my wife can't get enough of the video. She loves watching that shit. But what did you see the video? Let me see.
No, I only saw a couple of clips from it. It could be not a political statement, but an actual social statement. Damn, the AI is getting the lap dances these days. I'm not gonna hate on the AI.
Chat GPT.
Speaking of lap dances, have you guys ever seen Hustlers?
Yeah, with Cardi B and Jennifer Lopez.
I watched like maybe 25% of it last night.
It comes on TV a lot now.
It's on. So I was watching on Hulu, and I was like, why are they they were playing a song and they kept bleeping the song. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's the craziest thing. I'm looking. In the corner, it says BET. I'm like, what the fuck? So Hulu was playing the BET version, and it was like bleeping and blurring titties and shit.
Do you have the Hulu Live TV? That's why?
Probably. I don't know. I was just like, I watched Vacation Friends too.
Yo, can we get into Vacation Friends too?
I watch terrible TV and movies sometimes.
It is listen.
Just to see terrible shit and be like,
The first Vacation Friends was like a COVID movie. Like that, it came out in 2020. Is like a COVID movie, like firmly in the middle of COVID.
Was it the same cast?
Same cast.
Okay.
Lil Rel a little bit bigger than he is in the movie.
I'm like, Lil Rel, you on that Ozempic.
Ozempic.
Man,
heavy.
hey, Ozempic, the Ozempic shit is going crazy right now.
It's bigger than the streets. Bigger than the streets, man. Like the first movie was like fine. I thought John Cena was cool in it. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
This movie is far more ridiculous and worse.
Yeah, no, it's a terrible movie. I can't imagine the first one being good either. I think but you need to watch a bad movie sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
It's a good plane movie. I think if you're on a plane, just watching some dumb shit real quick.
It's like an hour 40. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I was watching that, and then directly behind that, Hustlers came on the BET version.
The BET. That's weird that they did that.
Yeah, it was, but I only watched like maybe 25% of the movie. But that's a terrible movie too.
Hustler.
That was my point I was trying to make. That's a bad movie that people convinced us was good.
Here, when I saw it in theaters.
Oh man.
So, Cardi B part came out. I was in a theater full of women.
Cardi B playing herself.
There was like Spider-Man popped out the portal.
We did it.
Yeah, like remember in Spider-Man No Way Home and Tobey Maguire came out and did a backflip.
Yeah,
a woman did a backflip in heels. When Cardi B came out.
Oh my God.
But she's the best part of the movie. She's in it for 2 seconds. But best part of the movie, Jennifer Lopez, come on, man.
I don't know. It's just the movie's just funny to me. Jennifer Lopez, Keke Palmer,
I forgot Lizzo, she was in that. Yeah, and
Keke
Lizzo.
Palmer, and Usher.
That's where the friendship started.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, is this where it began?
Yeah, that's where the friendship started.
It's just a funny movie, man. It's bad though. I don't know why people think it's good.
It's about strippers who basically turn into like robbers.
I don't even know what they turn into because I didn't finish it.
Oh yeah, they're like robbers.
I saw they were like, I mean, I guess you can call it robbing when they're like running. They had the little scam where they were like getting the niggas drunk and taking their money.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
It was because I remember when the promotional stuff started for the movie, Cardi B was like alluding, "This is what I used to have to do when I was coming up." Because remember that was
Cardi
how the whole
B,
conversation
you were not doing
started.
that. Sorry, I'm not trying to hate on Cardi. Love Cardi, big fan. You wasn't doing that.
Remember the tweet? I don't know if you remember this tweet from way back in the day when she was talking about she used to drug people, and there was like a blurred out picture of her, and it was like a quote. It was like, "Y'all just lay back and chill, okay?" And then like the fucking y'all don't remember
dude was in the bed or something like that. I remember that. She gets in trouble for that shit all the time.
I mean, I hear about that. I hear about her getting in trouble for that, but I just don't think that was her life.
I don't know.
Who you drugging in Suze? Some random drug dealer?
The thing about it is New York is like a big city, but it's small too. So it's like if you drug somebody, for sure they're gonna know somebody.
Niggas gonna. And then just the type of club she was in, it's like a different. You wasn't with the Wall Street niggas.
Yeah,
you was drugging niggas who came to the club with maybe $5,000 in cash on them and threw it all on you. Like, I don't know. It's just a different playing field. I just don't think she was on at that time.
I don't think she's drugging the Wolf of Wall Street. I mean, I know, but it's just like
you're not drugging
anyone of note.
Yeah, some drug dealer in Queens. Like you're not. I don't know. And then it's also like it's two different Cardi B's, man. Like Cardi B back in the day, like when she was on Love and Hip Hop and shit. Like I wasn't really paying attention to her until she got her teeth fixed. She was just like in the background. Like she was like Krayshawn to me. She was like Krayshawn Rock to me before she got teeth fixed.
Well, Krayshawn Rock still ain't get her teeth fixed.
But I'm saying, like, exactly, and that's why I don't pay her no mind. Like, I don't even lean into none of that shit. So
that I think her arc is like it was cute and funny to me, and now it's just like y'all like it's exploitative. Well, it's always been exploitative, but it's like even more exploitative.
No, it was from the jump, and it's like that's why I don't pay that shit no attention. It's like y'all really
having a baby,
giving fame to anybody.
I mean, congrats to her for. Did you see she named her baby after herself?
This is crazy.
And again, like I think that it's exploitative.
It's a boy too.
It's a boy.
That's a boy named Krayshawn.
But I mean, it works. It's a unisex name.
I guess. I don't know if it's unisex. I think it's more of a boy's name than the men's name. I mean, than a girl's name.
Christian Sean.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's just
who named her that? Her father?
She had a very tumultuous. I'll say that she had a very tumultuous and tragic upbringing.
Had the baby in Baltimore. I saw she posted that.
Yeah,
went back home to have my baby. All right.
Authentic.
Oh, real? I mean, The Wire. You know what I'm saying? She might have been
Amsterdam.
In Amsterdam with it. But
what's the show that my dog Spice got her lick back? I don't know any of this TV.
Love and Skip Scott. Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I never watched that shit before.
Yeah, it's a big controversy. Actually, a good conversation to have too. Where Erica Mena, I think she's like Puerto Rican or something like that. She was arguing with Jamaican artist Spice. How always has blue hair. I don't know if you've ever seen her, but they were arguing about something that's just really inconsequential to any of this conversation. But it comes out where Spice had almost passed away, I think 1.5 years ago.
Oh shit!
And they were arguing, and she said, Erica's like, "You should have fucking died." Like Erica flips the table. This is reality TV shit, but I think it's a deeper conversation that we could have about this. So I'm gonna talk about it at length here. So he flips the table over. She says, "I hate you, bitch. You should have died." And I said, "All right, cool, word." Because I mean, that's how you do in reality shows. But then she takes it to the next level, where she says, "You fucking blue monkey. You fucking monkey." Does the monkey sounds?
Oh shit!
And then immediately, and again,
sounds.
She's about to get in the car. She says, "Oh, ah!" Like she's like literally doing the monkey sounds, and I'm like, "Yo, this is crazy." And so this episode comes out Tuesday, right, Josh?
Oh my god!
Mind you, this show was filmed at least 9 to 12 months ago.
Yeah, this is probably a year old.
So MTV has switched to MTV from VH1 this year.
Really?
It's on MTV now. They had to have known that this was coming out. They knew.
They put that together.
But the thing that was strange to me is that the cast never talked about it. The cast never said this season's gonna be crazy because of this, or they never hyped it up.
Yeah.
They never said anything. Erica Mena still to this point has not said anything. But I think that like that invalidated her whole argument. Like if she would have been right the whole time until the monkey part came out. Like,
well, this is my thing with this. Because I've lightly been following this because all the little gossip blogs that I follow on Instagram have been posting about this. Yes. It's on site. I think they got some deal with this show where they literally are like the
number one source,
the off-platform version of this show. Like I could watch the show from Instagram.
They essentially film the show for these outlets. Like the Erica Mena fight that happened a couple weeks ago where she got arrested. I'm almost certain they were recording.
No, this is my thing. They absolutely have a deal where it's like, okay, you're going to put these. I even see the post cadence. Like a lot of these posts for on this show go up on the weekend because those are the slower days for the gossip blogs. Yeah. Like, this is the content we can have.
Yeah.
And like, no, they absolutely do some type of deal. I don't know what the exchange is, but so I've been lightly following this. Okay. So I saw a little bit of it. I've seen the backlash. I've seen Lil Scrappy go on live and talk about how he didn't see nothing wrong with how Erica Mena reacted.
Oh, then I didn't see that.
Then an hour later, he goes back on live and says, "Oh, actually, I watched the clip. Y'all right. Shorty was tripping." No. I'm like, Lil Scrappy, I can't believe you even on this shit.
He's on the show, the episode after this.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just crazy.
And I think it brings up it brings up two conversations, right? Yeah. Possibly using this racial moment as hype for the show, which
that's what they're absolutely doing.
Which is absolutely, the plan. Which is why they didn't say anything. Yeah. I also feel like the cast didn't know that was going to come out. I feel like they thought that was going to get edited out, and it didn't. And it also brings up a bigger conversation of, again, having these types of racial moments happen with people. I think that there's a large conversation where, like, I feel like Latin Americans be fucking saying the N-word all the time.
Oh no, Latin Americans are mad racist. I dated a Dominican girl, and I can tell you that
the stuff that came out of her mouth.
Nah, not even out of her mouth, but just and not even her mom. Like, it's just the environment they grew up in. Like, I remember one time she told me a story. Like, one time her dad, I think she was listening to like a Jay-Z album or something when she was younger. And her dad like burst into her room and was like, "Turn off this nigga music," and broke the CD. No. And it's just like, that's just the environment she grows up in. She's not like that. And her mom's not like that. I mean, her mom were mad cool. Still are to this day. But dads are crazy. And so to that point, the latter point, I think there is a conversation that could be had.
I don't feel like they want to have it.
No, who wants to have it?
Yeah, I don't think MTV I feel like by presenting that, mind you, in this episode, I watched it. There's no trigger warning when it happens. Before.
Well, this is my thing. Well,
there's no but I mean, not that I'm saying it's like people I know you're gonna go on this. Y'all too soft. I'm saying there's no I'm saying there's no disclaimer, Josh. There's no like.
No, I hear you.
Whatever happens in this next scene, this don't got nothing to do with us, and we're hoping that it could create that. There's certain shows that do that.
It's about to do it, bro. This is a part of the story. This is Hey, shout out to Mona Scott. I see what you're doing. You've built the universe, a love and hip hop universe. This is on par with Marvel. And I'm telling you right now, she looking at the long game. Like, so I've been following this through the Instagram blogs. Yeah. So I saw that they were like, "Yo, Erica Mena has been removed from the show."
The wording of that is interesting too, Josh, because they said next season, not ever.
Well, this is my thing. Season. I don't even think she's going to be removed next season. I think it's going to be the redemption arc.
Okay.
They're going to have the conversation like, hey, like it's going to be her and Ice Spice going to get, or Ice Spice. Her and Spice going to get back together. They're going to talk. She's going to apologize. It's going to be a whole it's going to be the conversation that's going to be had, but it's going to be had through this fucking trash-ass TV show.
Yeah. It's the most this show has gotten attention-wise this whole season.
Yeah, I mean, really? That's why I think it was a part of the plan. Like, they were like, hey, this is going to be a big moment of this show. I think they all saw it already.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've done type of premieres or sent them little screeners or something like that. I don't think that's beneath this show. I think they all saw it. They're all on a gag order of do not mention this because this is going to be a hot topic and we all going to lean in when it happens. I've seen all the other cast members have their takes and talks. And
what do you think this
is how I know, hold on. This is how I know it happened that they saw it. Because I don't know the girl's name, but someone had like a react. You know how they do the little confessional after the moment?
Yeah.
They had a cast member have a confessional about it. And she was like,
the girl who's there. There was a girl that was there.
Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, they knew it was going to happen.
It's the loud girl that was there. She was playing kind of mediator. Yeah, she looks loud. She is loud. She was there, and she does talk about that moment before the episode ends. I just think that I'm like, they're treading on like really. I won't say dangerous ground because I feel like niggas don't really care that much. Like I feel like a lot of the reaction is like strictly people in comments. Like to me, I feel like that action is very much like what conversation are they trying to have here? And I think it comes with media literacy. It's like there are people that are going to watch that and think that what she said was okay because it just ended and there was no conversation about it afterwards.
Well, I think I don't know what's going to happen next. Mona Scott, you got me on the edge of my seat.
Well, next episode, there's 3 episodes left. I tell you right now, they're going to go to like an island and then there's going to be another fight about this with Scrappy's ex-wife and Spice. Because I think Scrappy's ex-wife is like, what she do wrong? And I think that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's not going to be like a conversation.
I mean, I think it's a reunion show.
That is true.
I'm telling you, man, the universe, bruh. I'm telling you, like, I really see the play, and I commend Mona Scott for it. She's really building something that's, iconic.
Built.
Yeah, she's built. But
the long game to me is bringing back Jocelyn. That's the long game.
Well, I don't think that's gonna happen because Jocelyn got her own shit.
Well, I feel like on the Zeus tip that Natalie Nunn is probably the biggest thing on that network, and Jocelyn could technically leave. She's done everything she's done there. I feel like she's bigger than that network now.
I don't know, man. All that shit. I don't watch none of these shows.
You lightly watch it.
No, bro. I don't watch any of these shows. I literally only know about this Erica Mena shit because it's just like on my timeline repeatedly.
She called her a monkey.
But I was gonna say even to that point, like,
no.
I mean, I get it. It's terrible.
So what was worse, monkey or nigga?
I mean, shit. Ain't nigga worse? I don't know.
They're
honestly,
both.
I was gonna say what's worse.
Monkey is like a.
I was gonna say what's worse, saying I hope you die or calling someone a monkey. I think I hope you die is worse, especially after a health scare.
Yeah, especially if you had complications. I forgot what it was that actually had Spice in the hospital, but that's really the only reason I knew about it. Spice is a dance hall legend. When I seen the news come out in those dance hall outlets, I was like, damn, she got somebody fired off this show. I didn't know what the show was. And then I seen him was loving hip hop. Obviously, Albs told me. So yeah, that's the only reason I know, just because I know Spice a lot.
And this is the most reality TV show based we've been in the first 17 minutes. But and this is my this is my thing because I was watching with my wife. I think that the whole argument started because she talks about Erica Mena's son, and that was the anger that came from that's the I hope you died. So like this is I hope you died come from the reaction to that. The monkey didn't come from a reaction to nothing. She just said the monkey shit out of nowhere.
I think it was all a culmination of it all. Because she said the monkey at the end, right? The monkey shit was like the last.
But the sounds, though, the sounds
are crazy.
The sounds at that point is like, I'm trying to dig the knife.
She twists the knife, she's twisting it. I mean, it's a conversation that's going to be had in a reunion. Erica Mena's going to come back and apologize. I got a black son.
They have shit. That's the other thing. She's got black kids.
That's what she's going to say. I got a black son.
The worst part about this whole thing is that she makes Safari look sane.
Who's so is her baby father Safari?
Yes, of both of them.
Is it Joe Budden too?
No.
Oh no, he dates someone else. Okay, never mind. I don't see. I can't keep up with this.
Sin Santana, I believe.
Yeah.
But let's get on track. We had like a whole.
All that started from Hustlers and Vacation Friends.
Amp, thank you guys for listening. We've been in our bag the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With Amp, musically, conversationally. Mark, I don't really know. A lot of people have been hitting me up talking about your Jeezy rankings. If you haven't heard it yet, make sure you listen to the replay.
Why my rankings? There were a lot of questionable rankings that night.
Were there?
You a host of the show. We're not trying to talk about. We're not trying to talk about fucking the chat gang. They cool. You a host of the show.
Trap or Die 3 was an A album. Is not
that's actually really crazy.
Not consider it.
That's really crazy.
Have y'all heard it lately?
I haven't.
No.
I'm not listening to Trap or Die.
Can y'all listen to it?
I'm not. I'm good.
It's alright.
I'm good.
It's alright.
It's alright. It's not an A album.
It's alright. It's good.
Starts with an A.
It's sometimes. Up there. Hey, it's alright.
I'm good on Trap or Die 3.
Come on, y'all know what it is. If you haven't heard it, make sure you go check it out. We got the latest episode of Throwblacks coming up very, very soon. I'm actually gonna be gone very soon, and I just realized I'm gonna miss an episode.
Oh shit!
When I'm in Japan, leave for Japan next week, and I'm nervous as fuck. I'm anxious.
What you nervous about?
It's just like I'm nervous about two small things: getting into the city from the airport and having Wi-Fi.
Get a pocket Wi-Fi, you'll be straight. The first time I went, I had a pocket Wi-Fi, amazing. Second time I went, I just used my my service because like T-Mobile was available out there. It's like some other service. I just ran out of 4G mad fast. So then once that happened, like shit was loading slow.
Yeah.
But I was able to get around. Like dog, I think there's a bit of a language barrier, but you can get Google Translate and kind of sign and mime your way to shit.
I also heard you won't even really be on your phone that much anyway. You're gonna be like walking half the time.
Yeah, walking. You're gonna want to walk and look at directions and shit like that. You're not gonna be on your phone scrolling and looking at shit like that. I would say, Uber works out there, so I use Uber a lot. So that was easy to get places. Okay. I think, cabs, they have cabs. Some of the cab drivers speak English, but it's still a little bit of a barrier. But you shouldn't be scared.
I wanted to know what it was like being a black tourist out there.
It's fine, bro. There's no like, oh my god, black man, like black niggas be out there all the time. They love black people. They gonna love you. Your fucking hair. They're gonna be going crazy. It was no block.
No weirdness?
No weirdness.
Because I think when I was at Barcelona, it was super friendly. Everywhere is friendly out there. It was a different reaction because again, this is my second time going out of the country. Yeah. So like it is, and again, like I always want to know what to expect. I'm a very risk averse person. I don't like any type of like. I like to know what I'm expecting before I go ahead.
They're a place that prides themselves on like hospitality. Yeah. Everywhere you go, so there won't be any type of like weird vibes. And I just feel like enough people travel there. Black people travel there. They have an army base there. Black folks are there. So I think they see enough black people to not be like, oh my God.
Yeah. Like, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. You might, but honestly, the first time I came, but it's like a TV show they have where they interview people at the airport type thing. That did happen to me first time I went.
No way.
I never seen the footage anywhere. I don't know if it ever went out, but
it probably did.
It probably is. Probably a superstar out there.
Yeah. They're probably like, well, we have to find this man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they like, I wouldn't be weirded out or feel any type of vibes. Like it's gonna be a good trip, man.
I can't wait.
I'm excited for you.
I can't. Well, I'm excited for you, sir. New podcast you got?
Oh yeah, man. Thank you. It's been an idea that's been floating around for like years now. I got a fantasy football league that I'm in. I've been in it for like 8 years now. It's just me and like a bunch of my close friends. We're all from LA. The fantasy football league morphed into this group chat. And this group chat is like all year round, us just talking shit. Yeah. But the best time of year is the fall when football season comes back and we could all talk shit about something collectively. And we just been like, yo, like we need to do a podcast around this shit. Yeah. And this year we just took the initiative to do it. And I wouldn't even say we. I think, Danny, Top Shelf Company, was like a photographer, videographer in LA. Shot for everybody out here.
Dom Kennedy.
Yeah. Janae Aiko, countless people. Yeah. So he took the initiative to be like, yo, I'm gonna set this shit up. So I've been kind of following his lead on the front. We had our first episode. It's out now on YouTube, the Janky League. You can find it everywhere you need to find it.
Love the logo. The logo is like,
it's janky. Yeah. I think AI made it, honestly. I swear. It's been fun. Like I think there's a lack of urban voices in that space, fantasy football space.
People of color voices, not even just urban.
Yeah, people of color, period. Yeah. I think it's just a lack of it. I've been following all these like the footballers and pro football. Like I'll be following all these little podcasts and I don't hear or see anyone that looks like me. Yeah. So I think it's just a opportunity that needs exploiting. Yeah. Like Mona Scott. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the next episode. We're actually recording tomorrow at some point. I'm just lending my voice.
You're content man. Yeah, I gotta say,
I'm busy as shit.
I never would have thought that 2 years ago Josh would be like locked in like this. I think it was always not. It wasn't like a push to get you to do it. Like it was more so like letting you see. I always say this: letting you see the impact you have on people. And I think that's been the most enjoyable moment of this for me.
No, and this shows a testament to that. I think I was at the 50 Cent concert the other day, and one of my homies came up to me. He's like, man, I listen to the show every week, bro. Like, I really am tapped in. It's just like giving us all this praise. I'm like, damn, like, it's just good to hear people around me enjoying it. People just coming up to me and just telling me they enjoy it. Like, I appreciate that more than anything. So, I'm going to continue to do it as long as you guys want it.
Has Dalvin Cook reached out for an apology yet?
No, not yet. It's funny. I was looking at my draft strategies this morning because we draft tonight, actually. And I'm like, I might draft this nigga.
After all that,
that's a nice chronicle. Like just every week, just being like, "Yo, was I right?" Like that'd be an awesome piece of content. Just every single episode, checking in on that pick.
I don't know, man. Brees Hall's draft ADP is dropping right now, so I'm like, maybe I'll pick up Dalvin Cook.
Bro, I tried basketball fantasy league one time.
It's too much. Yeah, it's like every week. I mean,
it's daily.
Yeah, it's just like I don't have time for that.
Yeah, like there was very rarely a day where no one on my team actually played a game, and it would be times where I had the ESPN just do it automatically. You know, they're gonna fuck you over every single time. Man. Like they're gonna fuck you over every single time. I was late for the draft. I think I don't remember who my star player was.
Who you want? Ilyasova? We got you now.
I think I had Harden that year, and then he got injured or some shit. It was one of these years he got injured for a big amount of time. I tried to trade to a nigga. The trade ended up working out for him. I was like, I'm not playing this shit anymore. I can't do that shit. If y'all do basketball fantasy leagues, I commend you. Football is a lot easier. It's once a week.
Yeah,
you know. But now they're up in the games though, right? It's like twice.
Yeah, it's more games, but still once a week. I actually watch football like religiously, so I think I just am more tapped in there. I could watch all the football games if I feel like, or at least a decent chunk of them every week.
Yeah.
Or basketball, it's just hard to do that.
Can't do it. You gotta get league pass.
Yeah, baseball, I want to do it just because like that's the original fantasy like league type shit, but I got to be retired to do that.
I don't know what the fuck a RBI is. I don't know none of that shit. That like all the technical shit in baseball, just it eludes me. I just watch the game, just watching it. Like I don't know what none of the shit means or the psychology. But so congrats to the Janky League. Big shout outs to you guys. Very happy. I love the video look.
Yeah.
Love everything about it. And again, I'm glad that you are taking on another podcast. You reminded me of me. 10,000 podcasts.
Hey, I'm just, just trying to lend my voice to get ideas. I think this one feels really good. I like the angle we're coming at it. This week's episode will be dope. We got the homegirl Kiana's going to be on it, who's like the only female in the league. Actually lost her eyebrows in the last place bet last year.
If y'all have not followed Josh's IG story, that shit, I was confused.
Follow the Janky League on Instagram right now. You'll see there's a post of her with eyebrows and then without. Oh, man. It's just crazy.
So crazy. But speaking of football, there was a documentary that came out.
Oh, man.
And I had been meaning to watch this because everyone was talking about it. And I'd heard about this story a couple years ago about Bishop Sycamore High School.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't follow football as much as many other people do, but I just remember that story being the backlash of it. Like, this is a fake school. These are grown men.
No, beyond the story it came out, I remember the game.
Yeah.
When they played. It was on ESPN. Yeah. I didn't watch the full game. I just remember the highlights because that was just a moment. It was like, who the fuck is this school?
Yeah.
They were terrible.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember the game, and then I remember the story came out, and I was like, oh man, it was just a bunch of. I remember my homie made a joke like, yeah, man, I got my teaching degree. I'm going to be at Bishop Sycamore High.
So it's a documentary, HBO Films documentary, and they've been kind of killing it lately on the documentaries. Telemarketer, did you finish Telemarketer?
I haven't finished it yet. I'm on like the last episode, like halfway through.
It ends kind of weak, not going to lie.
That's what I've been hearing. That's why I didn't finish it.
Yeah,
it was like,
man, I was like, that's it. Like it was. I was like, for all the build up.
On that note, I have gotten 2 robocalls from the fraternal police order this week.
No way.
The exact same shit. It's just crazy.
And it's not gonna stop. You can't stop it. Like every time, it's like whack-a-mole. You try to stop one of them, like 3 more fucking pop up. But this documentary on HBO Max or Max, whatever you want to call it, called BS High. It was directed by 2 guys. They look
Trayvon Free.
Yeah,
I actually did a panel with him in Compton a few years back, or last year actually. Shout out to him.
Him and his team was like dressed to the nines. Like they had Dior shorts on. I was like,
shit.
yo,
Trayvon putting that shit on.
I was like, because there's a scene in the documentary where you actually, they go back and forth. You get to see them behind the camera, and I'm like, damn, these niggas got like the new Union Jordans on.
Yeah, Trayvon, he's just out here. He's from Compton. I believe so. I know I did the panel with him in Compton.
Yeah.
They did the Jeremy Lin doc.
Okay.
And there was another one that they did. I can't remember right now, but he's been killing on the doc front.
Just the production value on this one was amazing, and just how much they got into it. But it's the story of a guy named Roy Johnson, from Ohio who managed to kind of skirt behind a lot of legalese in order to create his own school. Got no backers, no donors, but was able to hire a whole staff, get a partnership with another school that would actually, where these kids would go to, and brand his school as Bishop Sycamore, a football school in the image of, I believe it's called IMG Academy.
Yep.
It's which is basically what you hear about it. It's a football school. It's literally, there's nothing about it that has anything to do with any other, it's a school where people go to learn and then basically play football for a lot of their time. And Bishop Sycamore they had become, I guess, infamous that they eventually got a game on ESPN where they got blown out by IMG Academy, like 58-0.
Yeah, shit was terrible
on live TV. 3 of their players got torn ACLs. One of their quarterback threw out his shoulder.
Yeah,
all of them got injured. I'm guessing because they weren't conditioning correctly, but they were also playing kids that were like 10 times bigger than them. And it's a story about how he did it. And when I tell you that I did not believe that this guy Roy Johnson was real, he's fucking real. And in this documentary, he's like, yo, like, it's almost like he's like one of those villains from a cartoon show.
Nah, it's like, you know what it is? He's one of those villains from social media. Like, no, this is the thing, and this is the age we live in, and I'm glad light is being shown on this type of shit. You have these guys who read the 48 Laws of Power and investors and all this shit, and they kind of like have this persona. Like, one of the things that stuck out to me is when they first came on camera, he was like, oh yeah, how should I hold my hands to look like less like a con artist? Or like he's like, or he said he took a class or something, like just a body, like all these people who are so into body language and just how to be intimidating and have the upper hand and leverage. Just like, bro, you guys are frauds. And you guys are able to defraud millions of people because of your skill.
Yeah.
And he's just one of those guys that's just like, I see him every day on my timeline. He's trying to sell me ebooks. Like, and it's just like
crypto.
Yeah, crypto. I mean, sometimes crypto's good. Sometimes crypto's bad. There's some crypto that's good. I can tell you, I got a crypto tip for y'all right now, but I don't think y'all ready, honestly. Shit is going crazy.
Got him.
Let me check it real quick.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, get me.
We fucking got him.
I got him. Got it.
I got him. What'd you get?
I got it. Got it early.
Oh my God. Hey. But Roy Johnson, I mean, the rap sheet goes very far. I mean, he books hotels and doesn't pay them, leading to the kids getting, ejected out of the hotel. He put PPP loans in the names of these children,
crazy,
which got him thousands and thousands of dollars, and these kids have to pay it back. I mean, it's just the list goes on. Like, and I would encourage anybody to watch this documentary. It's very in depth about what's going on, but also you get to talk to him, and he's saying all types of shit like, "I love it when a plan comes together," like laughing maniacally at the camera. Like, this motherfucker's crazy.
How's he not in jail?
Well, he's about to be in jail because he stole from a Best Buy right after he filmed this show, and he still got over $300,000 in debt. He still got multiple cases about this Bishop Sycamore stuff that he's still basically fighting right now, or attempting to fight. And I think it won't be long until he ends up in jail, because I mean, he's not going to be able to pay the $300,000 that he owes. Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's a crazy situation. Shit, who knows if he goes to jail?
I think Bomani Jones is in the documentary. He's featured quite prominently in it as one of the talking heads, and he says towards the end, he's like, Roy Johnson isn't the problem. He's a symptom of the real problem, and that's making money off of these kids is being one of them. But I think the one thing that stuck out to me was that he said Roy Johnson did this to his people, and people keep saying he did it to his people. How could he do that? And he says he did it because he could. He did it because he, as a black man, he could do that to his own people. And that stuck with me, because it was like, you don't think of the racial implications behind it when you're watching it, but when he puts it in that case, it's like, these are all young black kids who wanted to get out of their lot, get out of their situations. Yeah. And I think the most tragic part about it is, like, there's one of the kids, I know you didn't watch the whole thing, but he thought that he got a scholarship or into Grambling State. in Texas. It was the quarterback, the light skinned kid whose mom was the fucking. She was one of the health what was it the health people, the
teen moms. You should love a teen mom. A good teen mom back in the day, essential to Little League.
Well, she was one of the nurses or whatever. Like she was like everyone was kind of playing their part on the team. But he thought he got it, and then when they found out that he was at Bishop Sycamore, they revoked the scholarship.
Oh shit!
So a lot of them, and the most like sobering part of the whole documentary is seeing what these kids are doing. Like they're working at fast food restaurants, and they're doing all like and because they thought that they had it made, and then he left them with nothing.
Damn.
And I think that's the most fucked up part, that he's still fucking laughing about it, and it's tragic, man. I didn't know that it went that deep.
Yeah, no, I can't. I got to finish it. I started it, and it was. I mean, just watching it, I'm like, yo, this nigga's a wild man.
It's hard to watch.
The racial implications, I didn't get to that part yet, but that to Bomani's point, it's like, yeah, we take advantage of each other all the time over nothing. Yeah, and
they don't know what his end game was. I think that was the question too on the documentary. Is like, we don't even know what he would have did if he would have succeeded. Like if they beat IMG, what was his end game?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, his end game was probably to start a school and be, one of these things that we see white institutions be. So I think it's he probably had good intentions going into it. And
Josh, he had no good intentions going.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he did. Honestly, maybe he did. Maybe he wanted to start a school. Maybe I can't say that exactly. But he just did it all the wrong way, and it sucks. And
he says that he did it because he's an insecure person.
That's tough.
He said he's insecure, but he's resourceful, and he said those are the two worst things to ever be. And then he laughs after that.
I mean, again, being I don't
he's
even know.
Crazy.
Yeah, I guess he's just crazy.
He's crazy.
Yeah, I can't even really explain that.
He's crazy as shit. Watch BS High on Backs. It's really good. Speaking of, we got to get to more grift. I want to talk about more grift.
Oh man,
this past week, we talked about this lightly a couple months ago. Shit, maybe like a year ago we talked about this when he started. Tremaine Emory.
Oh yeah.
Left Supreme last week in a big tornado shitstorm of controversy and I guess to give people some background if they don't know, Tremaine, he's worked with people like Kanye before. He's worked with a lot of brands. He has a brand called Denim Tears, which is it super popular?
It's popular. No, it's popular. It's popular for sure. It's super popular.
It's popular, but it's like
it's popular for sure.
It's a brand that kind of takes the wording of taking back images and imagery from Black trauma and slavery and stuff like that, and kind of commodifying it in something that we can wear and we can be proud of, I guess. He says he had a whole like Instagram tirade about why he left Supreme and what he wanted to do. If it's still on his page, if you want to go see it, it's way too long to talk about here. But I wanted to really just get our thoughts on really what he was trying to do, and how that kind of would have landed in a company that is part of another bigger publicly traded company that probably wouldn't have allowed something like this. And this was somebody who wanted to work with Arthur Jaffa, who was a renowned artist who has slave imagery and uses slave imagery in his work, and put some of that on Supreme tees and hoodies.
Yeah.
And I think that's where you kind of lose me there when that was your plan, and it put a lot of things in perspective for me as to like why that didn't work.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, man. I have so many thoughts. I gotta gather them.
Well, while you gather them, I'll go ahead and say, I think that for Supreme has been around damn near, was it since 94? So next year we'll be there.
93, yeah.
Or 93, 94 next year, or we'll be there, 35th or something anniversary. Yeah. It's going to be like a huge deal for them. But I think this is a brand that started as a skateboarding brand, and then Black culture kind of permeated over it through, I think, the cosign and the co-opting of people like Tyler, the Creator, who really made it like, okay, this is something that's really awesome to do. I could say like right now, seeing Kid Cudi and seeing Kanye and them wear Supreme back in the day, and Wale wear Supreme back in the day, that made me get on the Supreme. Like that was my entry point into it, was Black people. It wasn't skaters. And I think as the years have gone on in the past 15 years, they have kind of co-opted Black culture. You see NBA YoungBoy tees, you see Andre 3000 tees.
Yeah,
and Gucci Mane tee.
And to that point, I think even with the history of Supreme, like, yeah, that might have been a lot of people's entry point is hip hop, but like Supreme as a skate brand always had a hip hop slant to it. Mm-hmm. You know, they had before NBA YoungBoy, Andre 3000, they had Dipset, Raekwon. So it's always been, it's just a brand of youth culture. I think I like to say more than black culture, skate culture. It's youth culture. It's kids who listen to hip hop, skate, might not skate, might just smoke weed, might just, you know, it always had some shit that was just like, oh, okay, this is what youth culture is at the moment. And youth culture could be, a big part of youth culture is pop culture, which is influenced by black culture. Yeah. So I think, you know, to a certain degree, that's what Supreme has been to me from my vision and just what I've seen. And it's interesting, man. Like it's interesting where the brand is now. It's interesting where the brand is going. You know, as you mentioned, the sale to VF Corporation and just being a part of a larger conglomerate comes with its restrictions to some degree. You know, I think back in the day, Supreme used to do, you know, I don't know if people remember the Vita Guerrera Supreme deck or t-shirt. I think it was a t-shirt too, but it's like her and the bikini, the barely there bikini. Like they wouldn't do that.
Their Jesus imagery.
Yeah, like a lot of that shit they probably won't do nowadays. Yeah. So I think those are just the give and takes of being sold. In this instance, I think Tremaine is just towing a line that like just doesn't need to be told by a skate brand. Mm-hmm. I think, you know,
because they're not willing. They're not. I don't want them to have the conversation, and they're not willing to have the conversation. Well, and that's fine.
And it's my thing, though. It's like they can have provocative T-shirts and things that have that conversation without putting a whipped slave on a T-shirt. Because that's the thing. The shirts he wanted to do, the designs, he spoke about it. One was like slaves hanging from a tree. The other one was the emancipation. Yeah, with the whippings on the back. And it's like, no one wants that on a T-shirt. I wouldn't. Who would buy that as a black man? Who would?
And how would I feel if I saw a white or Asian kid wearing that?
Yeah. So it's like, it's just provocation that doesn't need to be had.
Yeah, you don't need to overthink Supreme. You know what I'm saying? They keep it simple. They just put their name on shit. Sometimes you get a fuck off on something, and then that's where they win.
But even to the thought of just, you know, having the black power conversation or black strength or whatever you want to call it. Just recently did the Hardy's collab, which their logo is a black fist with a nuts and bolts from a skate thing. So that was having that conversation in a sense. Yeah. I just think you know, I don't know Tremaine personally. I met him here and there. You know, do that for your brand. Do that for Denim Tears. You're already kind of doing that with the cotton reefs on clothing, which I don't like or condone at all. I think that's just corny.
Why don't you like that?
Because why are we putting cotton reefs on clothes? Like, why are we saying, hey, we like that was trauma for us? Like, you understand? Like, I really come from a family that's from the South. Like, my dad picked cotton as a kid because he had to go back and spend summers in Louisiana with family members who were sharecroppers. Yeah. So it's like that shit just is like to have that put back into your face for fashion. Yeah, is corny to me.
Yeah. It's full on balls of cotton on pants.
It's like
the wreath.
The wreath. Cotton. It's like it's all over. Okay. You've seen it before. Tyler Hero's worn it. What statement is that sending?
Yeah.
Like,
has he?
Yeah, I've seen Tyler Hero in the hoodie before.
You know what's crazy is that like I very rarely see any black people wear Denim Tears, but I see anyone other than black people wear Denim Tears.
Oh, I see niggas wearing that shit all day. Yeah. I see white people, I see Asian people, and I'm just like, I can't rock with that. But
it's like, what are they taking back?
Yeah. You know like, and it's just why are we putting that on the shirt? Like I just think that's not the message we need to be sending at this point. Like I'm very much forward thinking. And I think like, hey, like you always want to make sure to some degree that this isn't forgotten. Right. I get that. Mm-hmm. But to be selling this in the name of fashion is corny to me. Arthur Jaffa, great artist. I love what he's doing. To be selling his art on a t-shirt, I don't think is progressing his message that he's putting in his art.
He also does other things that aren't slave art.
Yeah, and but also just even on the topic of Arthur Jaffa and Tremaine Emory and just these types, I'm tired of these highbrow black. Oh, I think like this and I do this and I like no, we don't. I'm not on that. I don't. Trauma art ain't for me. Yeah. And if we really want to get deep into it, do we want to get deep into it?
Go ahead. We here.
I mean, niggas is dating white women and putting cotton reefs on clothes, putting slaves on t-shirts. Like, y'all niggas need to live this shit for real if you're gonna be about it. Like, I just think niggas ain't really living it. And it's like, it sucks that we get these halfway crooks, these halfway activists who come and want to be have the conversation, but don't want to live the conversation.
And you know, my biggest issue with the whole conversation that he created is calling out systemic racism only when he can't do what he wants to do.
Systemic racism is AKA the race card. Like, he just did the race card, but like the 2020 version. Like,
like it was like, yes, I can acknowledge that Supreme probably needs more black people in their C-suite, but I can also acknowledge that what you was doing was some head ass shit.
Man, and it's funny because
I'll stop you
because you don't gotta stop me because he did the Converse shoe with the David Hammond black flag.
Yes.
You know, the red, black, and green.
He got
flag.
draws that have that too.
Yeah, but so when he did the Converse shoe, this was during 2020. This was the height of the George Floyd.
Didn't they cut that?
So look, he came. He was like, "Hey, I'm not releasing this sneaker until Nike meets my demands, and I want them to put out who's in their C-suite, and I want them to hire more black people in their C-suite." And he had all these demands and things. Came out, had this whole Instagram message.
Yeah, I remember.
And I saw that shit. I'm like, okay, we're gonna see how this plays out. A month later, he puts the shoes out. Nothing. Nike made no demands. I think no one did anything in reaction to this. Probably put another check in his pocket.
Yeah,
he put it out. And that's that. And it's just funny, man.
He went to work for Supreme.
Huh?
And then he went to work for Supreme.
He went to work for Supreme. It's like, you work for Supreme knowing the type of company Supreme is, knowing who they're owned by. You know what you can get off. Like, like, that's like me going to Amazon and being like, yeah, man, it better be all Dysphoria. It better be all African music, or I'm not rolling. Like, no, I know where I'm getting into. I know where I can build into. I know how I can have this conversation in a productive way, and I know how I can have this conversation in a negative way.
And then often I feel like as black people, there's very little that we can do to change a lot of these things from the inside unless there are more of us. But I think that like what Tremaine was trying to do was get us to like somehow rally behind Supreme or rally against them. And I'm just like, that's just not going to work. They're too big to fail. Like,
I went and bought the whole drop last week.
Bro,
I bought both pairs of the SBs, jerseys,
bro, the
shirts.
Timing of this is funny to me. And I mentioned this to somebody. I was like, the timing of him doing this when they're at their hottest, there's lines outside the store again. This is their best season in years.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Like, no one sided with him. But I also looked at a lot of people that were like somehow were siding with him, of course, on social media, saying, I look at Supreme. Somebody had a tweet say, I look at Supreme as like, if you wear it, that's somebody that got a bad fade and they wearing Sauconys or some shit like that. Like,
I got a great fade, buddy.
And I'm like, bro, like, so now Supreme's whack because they said no to some shit that y'all would have been outraged about if they did it anyway. That's my whole thing.
Exactly, and that's
y'all
my
thing. Hated it.
But see, I know a little bit more that I'm not going to speak of because I just know it in confidence. But just know that a black employee is the one who put a stop to that.
Okay.
So just know that it's like, and even the conversation of like changing from the inside, I very much do believe in that. I believe that you can change something from the inside, but you have to be strategic in that thought. Mm-hmm. And I think some people are, and we see it happening in real time. And some people are, and we see them crashing out like a Supreme, like a Tremaine, like a Kanye, like, you know, which is funny because the same shit that Tremaine's hollering now, Kanye was hollering a year ago. Yeah. And now you in that same boat. So you should have sided with your friend.
I do have a question about that, though. What makes this allow people to say, oh, well, Kanye tried to tell you? Because all I see when I Google this is Kanye wearing a shirt that has Tremaine's face on it, and it looks like Uncle Sam is covering his mouth. That's the only thing I see.
Well, Kanye was kind of hollering the same systemic racism argument when he was dealing with Adidas. And obviously, he came from a far left place. Yeah. But they were both wrong in saying that's the reason why.
Or a far right place. But yeah,
that's a good one. But you get what I mean? They were both saying the same thing. They were both wrong. Like, just let's be real. They're both wrong.
Posting the text, I'm like, if you really wanted to burn a bridge, like, that's really how you do it.
I mean, and then it's like you posted a text and a nigga agreeing with you, but your ass still out of here. Yeah. So it's like, that's like a nigga saying like, yeah, you right, but you still gotta go. Like, nigga, you not right.
Hey man, shout out Supreme, man. They first 2 weeks home run. This week's about to be crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting. I don't know what's coming this week.
MF Doom.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, I did see some shit about that. Yeah,
MF Doom's this week. That vest with all the pins on it from
that's a good one.
Past is this week.
That's a good one.
They got another. They got the Arabic baseball jersey coming this week. They got some fire shit. Hey,
some shit.
Tap in. But I gotta admit something to Josh because he didn't say anything about it yesterday. But I went to Erewhon yesterday.
Oh yeah, how was that? I'm gonna send a picture that you can post on Patreon. I'm gonna post it on Instagram when I get to my car. I have I buy the pressed juices there.
Yeah,
I have a box of bottles that I'm taking back there today because you can recycle the bottle.
Oh, yeah, do they give you something for it?
Yeah, they give you like $2 per bottle. But I literally have like an Amazon medium-sized box full of bottles in my backseat right now.
That's $500 in juices.
Yeah, it's a lot of juices.
I went to the one in Studio City, the new one.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite.
It's really small. I got to go to the bigger one.
It's fairly small. They're opening a couple new ones. So they're opening Pasadena soon. They just opened Culver City.
They're popping up everywhere.
Yeah, bro. I'm waiting for Inglewood, man. Come on, Becky G, Josh Pease.
Hey, I got.
We need to be at the Inglewood opening, baby.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm still, preaching solidarity with my Blacks Against.
Hey, man.
You're losing.
I'm not losing.
You just had a cactus plant yesterday.
Yeah. How was it? Because I know that shit looked trash as fuck.
It was alright. The Becky G one was actually hard. The Becky G one was fire.
I heard that's good. Yeah.
It tastes kind of like horchata.
Yeah.
It's got like that cinnamony kind of taste with the strawberry. I was like, I wanted to trade with my wife, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick with the cactus plant. Cactus plant was just
my hype beast. Hype beast drink. I see so many people buying that shit. I'm like, y'all niggas crazy.
Hey man,
$22 is crazy.
It went to Maui relief.
Okay,
that's the portion of the proceeds went out to Maui. So the only reason I did it, I'm standing in solidarity with my Hawaiian. My Hawaiian brothers. I'm still Blacks Against. I saw the hot food line.
The hot food.
Have you had
the hot food?
Nah, it smelled
good.
Good,
bro, that shit fire.
It smelled good.
Oh yeah, me and Wale was talking about that shit. Yeah, everything there is fire in the hot food. The salmon, the steak, the chicken.
This really the place where kids be hanging out too.
Oh, they do be hanging out there. That's the one thing I will say about the Studio City one. Like after school hours,
just chilling.
They do be just chilling in the chairs.
I'm like 12-year-olds. I'm like, where y'all get that money from?
Yeah, it's like a lot of kids, teenagers hanging out, and then bitches working out.
I hate
going to Equinox.
I hate the parking lot over there.
It's funny. I don't like it either, but I don't mind it because like I always try to find like one of the 15-minute spots, like the first ones when you drive up.
You don't be Josh. Are you in and out of Erewhon in 15 minutes?
No, but I just nigga, they're not towing nobody.
Oh yeah, because like I was like, so if somebody parks behind me, I gotta wait. They go tell valet, hey, who parked behind me in 60?
Oh, you valeted your shit?
No, I didn't valet.
Oh.
I don't think there is
valet. So if you come into the gate and then try to park on the left, the valet section, if you are blocked in, or if you're blocking someone, then they take your keys.
Mm-hmm. They'll valet you for free. Yeah. I don't have anything bad to say about the smoothies other than the price. It seemed like there was a lively bunch in there. There were some black people in there. I must admit, I look like
be niggas in there. Haley Bieber got a good smoothie there too. It's like collagen in it.
What? Listen, $40 for 2 drinks is a bit much.
It's crazy. That's why I only get one.
But I do like the way it's kind of like it's made up. It's cool. I was in there trying not to react to nothing. I was being cool. Honestly, I wasn't reacting to. I would just
go there one day when it's not crowded. Which is
it seems
seldom.
Like it's always crowded.
Yeah, it's hard. But I whenever I go, I walk down every fucking aisle. I'll be looking at all type of shit, new shit they got in. Speaking of Blacks at Erewhon, Blacks at Erewhon is actually an Instagram account that I started.
Yeah,
I started it.
Wait, that's you?
Yeah, Blacks at Erewhon. You know that?
I follow it.
Yeah, I started that account.
Jamal just hit me up. Our good friend Jamal, he said, it's so funny that my boss at my job follows this account. The only white person in this.
Wow. I'm trying to get it to go viral. So Blacks at Erewhon, follow us.
We need to get that off the you never
I don't post
about Blacks at Erewhon?
Huh?
Did we talk about Blacks at Erewhon?
I feel like we talked about it.
But here's the thing. He didn't say he made it.
I didn't say it was me.
No.
This
motherfucker's
definitely
crazy.
me.
This motherfucker's crazy. We talked about Blacks at Erewhon. I believe I talked shit about it, and you was just like, "Hey man, I think you said something to me back there. Hey man, it might be cool." This motherfucker's crazy.
Trying to get it pop virally.
A covert oration.
This thing is crazy.
Yeah, Blacks at Erewhon is me. Yeah. Me and the partner. Me and my partner. Yeah, because so And it's funny because the shit we posted is like the cup of noodles they have there.
Oh my god!
So I was gonna mention the reason why I brought it up just now is that Ghetto Gastro they have their pancake mix there.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll buy that.
Yeah,
I just want to see more. You know,
or it's a waffle mix. I'm sorry, same difference.
Listen. I'm still hanging on. I'm gonna give it 2 more trips.
Yeah, I mean, I go in there and really grocery shop, which is terrible of me.
What?
I'll be buying fruits and
they
shit.
They have their own chicken, Mark. Like, I was like, how the fuck? Where are they getting this chicken from?
I'll be buying the bone broth. You know what's really good there? The tortilla chips. And the salsa. They got like a mango salsa that's good.
This is.
I buy all like the nuts. They got like cashews
I fuck with
and almonds.
I fuck with pavilions.
I like pavilions.
Pavilions is, to me, that's luxury.
I like pavilions.
Erewhon is, actually, somebody told me Erewhon and Pavilions is on the same level.
What's the other ones? Pavilions, Erewhon.
Ralph's.
Another one. Ralph's.
Oh, Gelson's.
I like Gelson's. I like Gelson's like Gelson's like meat department. Pause.
Yes, they got the. I found oxtails there.
Oh shit!
So like they'll have it. Sometimes they'll have the oxtails there, but you're gonna be paying the $5 for the oxtails for sure.
Now I want some oxtails. It's Monday though.
Go to the carniceria, bro. Go to the
I know. I want someone to make them for me.
Shit. We jamming, bro.
I gotta see. I don't know if We Jam is open on Monday. A lot of Jamaicans don't open on Monday.
Oh yeah, I haven't had We Jamming in some years. But before we stop, we actually didn't get to go through our whole thing, so we're actually gonna do our whole schedule on our whole our whole run sheet on B-sides, which is fine. Beyonce in LA, man. You going?
Oh no, you know what? I was just talking to my homegirl about it. I gave my tickets to my sister and my mom. They going today.
Oh, shout out!
Is today Beyonce's birthday?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they're going to. Damn, they're going to a great fucking show.
It's gonna be a good show. I want to shout out Khaled for really bringing niggas out in that show. I think it's really cool that he got like Coi Leray and Offset, and Rodney Ricch.
Our Wayne mic was fucked up though.
Yeah, they said he had mic issues. But it was cool. He was there. It looked like he fixed his hair.
Oh,
I saw a video of that shit. It looks like he fixed his hair somewhere. My wife said, "Oh, it looks like his hair is not the same." I was like, "Yeah, it looks like it's longer, and he might have got the weave in it."
Yeah, maybe if we got it for first. Was it First Take? What's the shit he's on? Undisputed.
Undisputed.
That
yeah.
Undisputed intro is really good.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his little verse is good. I like it.
I think him and Skip's friendship is
hilarious.
Is so weird to me, man.
Nah, Skip is a real nigga. He be wearing Jordans and shit.
Is he?
Skip. Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. Skip is an ally, man. He giving black people a chance, putting them on the show, making them doing his intro. He's an ally.
Show's about to be in the dirt once Skip and Shannon get started. So,
all right.
Once Stephen A. and Shannon get started.
They started today, actually.
Yeah, they started today.
This motherfucker called him Skip
like twice.
Yeah, like damn, Shannon.
Before we get out of here, also I want to shout out my boy Eric. I went to his bar mitzvah a week ago. I never been to a bar mitzvah before.
How was it?
It was long as shit. Let me just be clear.
Is it like a ceremony?
Yeah, it's a ceremony.
He had to read the Torah?
And yeah, he did.
Oh shit.
He had to read the Torah. He had to read all the Hebrew shit. And again, like I don't go to like religious stuff very often. So like I don't, to me it's just kind of like I have no like connection to it really. But to see like kind of like and again like I commend him because like I got to see like a different side of like somebody that I've known for over 10 years, right? So he was explaining why he decided to, because like Eric's Jewish but he didn't practice.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, is he like, what was his explanation? Is he religious now?
He I guess him kind of like pledging like to the faith finally, and he does a lot of work with the displaced and the food insecure and stuff like that out here. He does like the food drives and food banks and stuff like that. He serves the homeless and stuff. And he was like, when I was thinking about what God was like to me, he said that doing that for other people was the closest I ever felt to God. And I said, damn, like that was deep. Like I was like, he was like service and hospitality to him was what God was to him. And I thought that was, and again, like I was like sitting there like emotional. I was like, bro, like I'm seeing my friend like really grow up. You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing him become a man. Like obviously he is a man, but like I was like, yo, I had never seen that clarity from him. You know what I mean? And this motherfucker seen me get married. You know what I mean? So like this is kind of on the same level to me in terms of just like seeing that side of him. And I got this. It was beautiful, man. And he said he did it for his dad, who I guess they had like some beef, like because he didn't have his bar mitzvah when he was like 9.
Oh shit!
And so like that's a really big deal for Jewish people when you don't get it. And he was like, I really wanted to do it for him. And I was like, that was special. You know what I mean? Like that type of love is real. So shout out to him, man. That was a beautiful, like
salute.
Beautiful thing. And shout out to A+. We're recording this on his birthday.
Oh yeah, man. Happy birthday, Plus.
Recut Gems.
Big salute.
Recut Gems. He's gonna be on Throwblacks with us. I think we got to make sure he can make it. But yeah, man, it's been a week. I want to talk about Burning Man. You want to set that for B-sides, or we want to do that real quick?
Shit, we could do it. I don't know. What you think? Let's talk about on B-sides.
Because Burning Man's wild.
I actually want to go to Burning Man, so we can. Yeah. Oh, make sure y'all tap in, so I can tell y'all about how I want to go to Burning Man.
We're gonna talk about Burning Man. We're gonna talk about all types of stuff on B-sides. But we're gonna get out of here on the regular show because we got a lot of stuff coming to you guys this week. We got another episode of Amp Radio. If you guys got a chance to go see us in Times Square, make sure you let us know. Hit us up on Patreon. Hit us up on our accounts on Instagram at the BlkPrint Pod, at OGJohnny5, at Josh and Peas, at MyManMC. I'm just glad that we can finally get those pictures that we shot months ago out into the world. And yeah, so you guys are going to see a lot more stuff coming out of that in terms of our promo and stuff like that. New episode of Recut Gems coming up. And yeah, thank you guys for listening to the BlkPrint. We'll see you guys in a couple days now that you're listening to this on Amp Radio. And shout out to everybody. We'll see you guys soon. Make sure you check us out on YouTube as well. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir.
For Josh and MC, I'm J5. We'll see you guys in a couple days for Amp Radio and B-Sides. Peace.